It's a very unfair fight. We keep fighting no matter what, and we have to wake the youth. We have to wake the youth. We have to wake people in January, housewives, everybody, people waking up and coming to the war with us. This is a war without weapons, right?
right.
Well, our weapons are our ideas, our arguments. They don't have arguments. That's why they have to use the force, because they don't have arguments.
And, talking about it, you spoke about the judicial system. We know it's been weaponized. They are actually now convicting President Jair Bolsonaro. He's been in prison for 27 years. It's what we see in Europe as well. They try to put the same trick, of course, at Marine Le Pen, so she cannot run for office because they know she will win. They're afraid they will lose power. You have an amazing career before you entered politics as a prosecutor yourself, and we can see the rhetorical skills. I mean, I'm very happy I'm not your opposition because you leave no crumbles left on that. But still, it's a very tough fight that you're fighting. Yesterday, you told me with how many you are in parliament. It is not a fair fight. What is the progress still?
Well, we have more and more people coming to our side, especially people being aware that we need God, we need religion, because the Brazilian people, we are mostly Christians, but people were taking this for granted, not going to church, thinking that, just living life. And after what's happening, all the persecutions that we are suffering, and also the Christians, not only in Brazil, but all over the world, people are getting awake, And so this is, I think, where we are going to win this battle.
Yeah, it's like you said, with Palestine, everyone was protesting for the people in Gaza, but then when there were Christians being killed in Africa, nobody talked about it.
Silence.
Exactly. So they're very hypocrite in that sense, of course. Going back to Jair Bolsonaro, 27 years in prison for nothing that he did wrong.
For what? For a meeting he did with ambassadors. But nobody tells that the president of the electoral court had the first meeting with the ambassadors, and he was not supposed to do that. He belonged to the judiciary. What was he doing with ambassadors? And he was trying to force ambassadors to press their countries to accept the results of our elections as soon as it happened. And so Bolsonaro, he was only fighting back. He wanted to show the ambassadors we had issues with our with our elections, our electoral system. And he showed that there was a inquiry.
Inquiry, yes.
Yes, where a hacker confessed that he invaded the electoral system, and he stayed in there for 9 months using the password of one of the judges of the court and another employee. And he did everything he wanted, and he was never caught. He was the one to tell everybody that he did that. So there was this inquiry, and Bolsonaro was just showing this to the ambassadors.